back on the RTS project again. So today we're going to be working on a few different things. The first one is going to be, I'll just demonstrate quickly what we're going to do. But effectively at the moment we've got this normal bar below us, which is great. But then if we move and place a house down anywhere, the bar for some reason comes up in the corner, which is a bit weird. And I don't like it. We're going to move it really quickly. So we're going to open the objects folder, go to object controller, and then it's already opened automatically because I had it open before. But we're going to go draw event and then here. Now what we're looking at is this bit here, the house drawing of the rectangle. Currently we've got the X and Y set here. This is the base coordinates to draw our rectangle. Now if we go into the room, you'll notice here is our object controller at 0, 0. So that's why it's in the top hand corner. A way of getting around this, replacing all these by object basic unit dot. That was poorly done. Dot X, copy it. Dot Y, copy it. Dot X, dot Y. And then we can do the same for this one as well. And it's a pretty easy way of working around it. And now this should mean that it'll be probably on top of our player, or possibly at the exact same place. So if that's the case, what we need to do is make it slightly higher or slightly lower. We're gonna say slightly higher. We're gonna go plus 32. So on the Y1 and on the Y2 we're gonna add 32. Simple as that. Now if we run this, it should now be 32 below. So yeah, we've now got two bars, which granted is a bit odd, especially on one of these ones. So we're gonna get rid of that first bar. To get rid of the first bar, actually if we get rid of let's get rid of the plus 32, because if we get rid of the first bar anyway, then having this isn't going to affect it. We can have it at the same place. So we've got rid of the plus 32. So when we actually click on a tile, I think it's controlled in the basic unit. Be the draw. Yeah, okay. So we're going to say if not object controller, and we don't care about spyware stuff. Object controller dot, I think what did we set it as? Throw me off there. House, I think it was. Dot house. So if we're not currently placing a house, we're going to draw the normal whatever stuff. Otherwise, we're going to do it as normal. So we're not placing a house. This is currently going up. That's great. What if we go to place a house? Okay, yeah, so it worked, but we forgot to get rid of the plus 32 here. So remember to do that. Minus the 32 there. And now if we give it a run, we should see now we've universally just got one bar for everything. Okay, that was slightly odd. Not entirely sure what happened there. But yeah, we now have one bar universally for everything. Now this is great, but if we have a look in the draw event right here, we have a bit of text. It doesn't actually show up because the layering that's going on, but which shows us how many units we have. Now the problem with this is the amount of units we have doesn't actually affect any of the times. So what we're going to do is make it so that the time, the amount of units we have, does actually affect the time it takes to do certain things. So in this situation, the step event, we're adding to the count in these certain situations. Now what we're going to do is make it so that to add to the count or even not even that actually, the count. Does the count down? Oh, okay, right. So so actually this number here, this here determines how quickly we do it, how quickly we reach what we need to do, and the mine time is this. So what we're going to do, and then bear with me here because this might sound a bit crazy to start with, not really crazy but whatever. We're going to make another variable here, mine time, exactly the same as we have here, which as standard is this. As standard, we're also going to replace this with mine time. However, for each individual unit we have, we're going to divide this. So say we've got 1 unit, then that number divided by 1 is just going to be that number. So we've got 2 units, the time's going to half. So we've got 3, it's going to be third, etc, etc. So var mine time equals room speed at times 2 divided by the instance number. Okay, I'd say that's pretty straightforward at the moment. The only problem with this is it won't affect the actual, this will only affect the drawing. So what we're going to do is copy this, go over to the step event in the object basic unit, and replace every time where we've got mine time with that. It's probably worth noting as well, these should be div, because it should always be a whole number, because the count only ever goes up in whole numbers. So if we do divide, and it might work in some situations, it might not in others, because depending on whether it lands on a whole number could affect whether it just skips over the count entirely. So you see there, that was incredibly quick. It's much quicker now. It's still stacking, but it's just generally much quicker, purely because in this scenario we've got 3 units, as you can see there. The house, however, always seems to take the same amount of time, because we haven't actually changed that yet. So yeah, that's actually here. So what we'll do, we'll copy all this, so all the var, and just paste it in here. It's exactly the same. Now if we run it, we should okay. Right, so yeah, we need to also change it in the step event. Yeah, right here. We only need the mine time for this. We just need to replace this with mine time in the step event of the object controller. Now, yeah, we can see we now make them incredibly quick. So that's basically incorporating the units a bit more nicely into it, because we had it there before and it was checking how many units were there, but it wasn't actually being used for anything. So I thought we'd implement that a little bit there, and we kind of did. Of course, the timers were incredibly quick, so you could just make the universal time quicker. To do that, what you do, basic unit, it's this base here. This is your base time. So if you've got 1 unit, that's how long it takes. So you just change that for everything. You could also make a global variable and just set that to it, but you know, we might do that in the next episode. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, that is going to be it for this video. If you like the video, remember to like, subscribe, all the 2 you guys want to do, and I will talk to you in the next one.